Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now.
Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. This running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Longhorns will kick off first, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Nowhere to go.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on to...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here's Arch to throw. Look out! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line with this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
3rd down from the gun, Manning. Left side is Lindsey. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wants. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out wide left, it's Terry. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hardy. Knocked down immediately.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Out wide right, it's Hardy. There he goes. 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet and some...
Oh, they blocked it. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Arch is going to throw for it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run, and he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
It's first down from the 11. They'll run it. It's Hardy.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Wants to go up top on second down. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And here he comes out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Escapes the pressure going right. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. They'll take the penalty and move them back.
Break. So it's on. Here we go. Let's go.
Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Arch Madness. Coleman's got it. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking for room. It's Lindsey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter.
Missouri 13, Texas 0.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Manning from the gun on third down. Right side, it's Wingo. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. Understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. A run for the quarterback. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4 down.
Looking deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Left side is Lindsey. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation,
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first. Caught in the backfield. It's Hardy. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
Been so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So Missouri will have to punt it away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Makes the catch at the 30. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give on the counter. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick.
Makes a deep grab. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Running the red zone. It's Lindsey. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Looking to the end zone. Out wide right, it's Coleman. He stopped short of the goal line. Couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up fourth and goal. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Quarterback keeper. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From deep, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Out wide left, it's Terry. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Makes the catch, and he's free. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Swapped immediately.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Going long. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To throw, Manning. And it's picked off for the third time today. Touchdown, Missouri! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Throwing Manning. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Rushes on. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The handoff. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on third and long with the run, and nothing doing. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. Let's start with TCU taking on the number 19 team, the Baylor Bears.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
And it's the Horned Frogs coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional.
Going for the big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Quarterback keeps it. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Lets it go. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Quarterback changing the play. Here's Manning to throw. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
95-96 Bridge. 95-96 Bridge. Where did he go?
Manning to throw for it on 4th. Stepping to the right. He'll try to do it himself. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. They'll give it to Hardy. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Send the tight end in motion. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he gets rid of it.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. Got room at the 35. He's loose on the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Texas! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that's Here's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here's a give to Hardy. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Second down to the air. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Slings it downfield. Another incompletion on third down.
We got a close game here in the third quarter, and you're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up a touchdown. This drive, though, they've now forced a 3-and-out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with more confidence.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Coleman's got it on the right side. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Turning it on. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
From the gun, it's Lindsey, and they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. Third down from the gun, Manning. Throws to the wideout. Left side, it's Wingo. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Manning. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Touchdown, Texas! Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football. But here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And this guy's like tackling a tree stump, man. He's just so thick, so compact, just continues to break tackle after tackle. You want to bring those arm tackles? They're not going to work. You better bring your whole body, and you better bring a friend.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. One more time, it's Hardy. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Touchdown, Longhorn. The pick six has him right back in it.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires quickly. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The give to Hardy. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. This time they'll throw it. Right side, it's Johnson. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
Still looking to his right. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And
At this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And I get it. You're trying to be smart right now because you got to go down the field, and you got to make something happen, and you got to make it happen pretty fast. But now you got to understand the situation. It's 4th down. This game's over if I don't get the 1st down. So the clock is not a part of the equation. I got to dial up a play and make sure I get this 1st down.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Oh, a double pass. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
Great place to start for this offense. Going to the run. It's Lindsey. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They'll send out the kicker here. He got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
How about the kicker coming through in a must-have moment? They had to have this kick to take the lead late in the ballgame. All the pressure, give me all the pressure, and he comes through in the clutch.
They took the 3 on that last possession, and now they'll try to get it back on the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of